Welcome back to TeshKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.8247 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 6.18%. and in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Fibonacci's, the Elliot waves, and the key areas of support and resistances. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. So Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us to around the $0.32 mark, and from there we have started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side, and I believe soon we might see this pump to the upper side, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. And before we get to the all-time high, for that wave 1 of that Elliot wave structure, I have a target area for that wave 1 between the $1.92 mark and the $1.61 mark, which I'm basing it on the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the fibs here, connecting that low to the all-time high, you can see that my yellow target area for that wave 1 lies between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5, which is the minimum that I expect that wave 1 to the upper side to do. And within this wave 1 to the upper side, I also need to see other fractal waves in formation for us to complete that wave 1, and I believe that is the move that we are seeing here on the 4-hour chart. So if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that we can see that better. So from that low, we started seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in this wave 1 of that fractal wave. Then we have seen a wave 2, a wave 3. Then I expect us now to form a wave 4. And then after seeing a wave 4, we can then see a wave 5 to the upper side, so that it can complete that wave 1 to the upper side. And I want to get into details of these waves so that I can give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. So if I zoom in on this chart so that you can see it a little bit better, for that wave 1 we had a very impulsive movement to the upper side, and after making the high for the wave 1, I expected to see a retracement for that wave 2. And if I apply the fibs here so that you can see whether that wave 2 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 2 to do. So if I apply the fibs from the low of that wave 1 to the high of the wave 1, you can see that our wave 2 retraced to around the fib level 0.382. We overshooted it a little bit, then started seeing a little bit a very massive pump to the upper side in a wave 3, and I had a target area here on the screen on the chart, and I had a target area here on the chart basing on the trend-based Fibonacci for that wave 3 to the upper side, and that target area was at around the $0.93 mark. So if I apply the trend-based Fibonacci's, connecting that low down there to the wave 1 high, dragging the fibs to the low of that wave 2, that gives us a target area at around the $0.91 mark, which is at the fib level 1.618. So Polygon Matic respected that. We went to that key area we went to that target area, we overshooted it a little bit, and up there we faced a resistance. We couldn't move higher, and we started seeing a pullback to the lower side. And in that pullback to the lower side, I believe that is the wave 4 that is in formation at the moment. And for that wave 4, because it's a corrective wave, we need to see an ABC correction over here. So what I'm expecting is to see an A, then a B, then the wave C will get us into this yellow target that I have down here on the chart. And this yellow target, I'm also basing it on the Fibonacci's. So because that wave 4 is a retracement of the wave 3, so if I connect the fibs from the low of the wave 3 to the high of the wave 3, that should give us a minimum retracement area for that wave 4, which is between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5. That is the minimum that I expect that wave 4 to the lower side to retrace to, and that is at around the $0.78 mark and the $0.71 mark. So if we continue seeing lower prices on the Polygon Matic chart, that would mean our key scenario here will be playing out. And once we get into this target area, Then from there I can expect a reversal to the upper side, and in that movement to the upper side I expect that wave 5 to now take us to around the area between the $1.91 mark and the $1.61 mark to complete that wave 1 to the upper side. Then we can see a wave 2, a wave 3, and then a wave 4, and a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. In this wave 4 to the lower side, I also expect us not to retrace to around the $0.62 mark, because within that price range, that wave 4 will be overlapping the high of the wave 1, and by so doing, that will be invalidating the Elliot waves guidelines. We need to see the price of Polygon Matic maintain above the $0.62 mark for us not to invalidate the Elliot wave guidelines. Then we can see a nice bounce to the upper side. So the key moves that I expect to play out on this chart is this formation of this ABC correction. So I expect lower prices, and that should take us to around the $0.71 mark as a maximum. So over here I don't expect us to continue pushing higher, and if that happens and we go above this high that we made at around the $1 mark, then I'll need to maybe restructure my Elliot waves. And if we also get to this invalidation point down here, I'll need to restructure my Elliot wave pattern on this screen, on this chart. Also taking a look at the indicators, here on the RSI we are trading at around the 42 mark, and that would mean we have room for us to support that ABC movement to the lower side. If I also take a look at the MACD, on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and we are seeing a little bit of an increase here in volume on the MACD, and that would mean the ABC correction for that wave 4 is what is playing out. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, whether we are going to get into this yellow target and then find a reversal to the upper side, and I'll keep you updated.